Hello everybody and welcome to a seed showcase. I found a really interesting seed. I was just looking at different random worlds and just kind of getting a feel for 118 and what was going on, and I came across this seed and I made a map of it. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, it's right on the ocean. There's all kinds of different, as you can see, there's all kinds of different biomes. You in this map view, you start off in the corner. That's sort of a common thing I noticed in Bedrock Edition, where you start in that top corner up there. But there's savannas, there's a desert, there's a warm ocean in this, jungle, sparse jungle, birch forest, regular forest. There's a meadows biome, a fairly large meadows biome. There's a couple of different villages in this biome, or in this map. It's really just got a lot of different things. There's I found at least two nice deep cave entrances that go way down to the bottom. I'm sure there's more. I just came across two. But yeah, this is really an interesting seed, and I thought I would show it to you. This is spawn right here, or this is where I spawned at right here. And this particular spawn is in jungle. Now I think you can probably spawn, I had it set to like 5, so you'll spawn in this general area. You might not be in this exact same location, but you'll spawn here in the jungle within pretty close to this spot right here. Before we get started on this, I wanted to mention something, and that is that I've decided I haven't been feeling really great, and I noticed that my voice isn't very good. So I'm going to kind of nix the 118 survival. One, I don't really care for 118 too much. I don't really like the cave update that they've done, and I don't really even want to mess with it, to be honest. So I've kind of nixed the 118 cave update. I'm still going to do the flat world modded. I will occasionally do an add-on for Bedrock Edition as I come across them. I look at them all the time, and if I come across a good one that's reasonable, then reasonable gameplay wise, and really adds something to what I feel adds something to the gameplay, I'll go ahead and go over it. My biggest complaint with add-ons right now is these people, and if you're doing this, then I'm speaking to you directly, putting these add-ons on these click sites that generate all kinds of virus warnings and notifications, and it's crap. And let me tell you something, if you want your add-on to be used, stop doing it. Stop putting your add-on through all these click sites. Yeah, I know you want to monetize it, but you know what? If it goes to a click site, I don't even bother with it, because it's garbage, absolute garbage. So that's my rant for the day. So these add-ons that go through these click sites, I'm not even going to mess with them, because those click sites are garbage. They're spam, trash, garbage is what they are, and I just refuse to deal with them. So yeah, but if I come across ones that don't go through the click sites and are decent, add to the gameplay, then I'll go ahead and show them. So I'm going to do I still want to do the Education Edition, because that's something different, unusual, and I don't think a lot of people really have messed with it much, so I think it's a good thing to do. And there'll be quick little videos. We're just going to go over one particular item at a time on those. And I'm going to do my modded, and that's going to be about it as far as my videos are concerned. And they're not going to be, a whole bunch of them either. They'll just be spaced out. So I just want to let you know I'm just not feeling up to it at the moment. And I've got the holidays coming up, and I've got some other projects that I'm trying to work on as well. I'm working on the working on a screenplay that I'm trying to do, and some programming projects that I want to do. So I'm going to do some other stuff. I appreciate the support, though, for those of you that are supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. So, and if I come across any more cool seeds in the 1.18, then I'll show those as well, because those are easy to do. They don't take much time. And again, I apologize for my voice. I know it sounds pretty bad. It's just, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the way it is right now. So let's take a look at this. This is a decent seed. Let's get up here where we can see. So this is the jungle area that you get. And then, of course, over there is a sparse jungle. We have the birch forest, dark oak forest there with the dark oak hills. Pretty good sized birch forest over here. I'm not a big fan of the birch forest just because I don't like the color of the grass. I prefer the nice green color rather than the kind of yucky green. I don't know how you describe it. But yeah, so we've got a nice little jungle here. Now there is a little patch of bamboo forest over in this direction over here. Kind of down there a ways is a bamboo forest. Just a little patch of it, but it's enough to get your scaffolding going, which scaffolding in 1.18 is going to play an important part because it's a gravity block, right? So you can drop it down and, make your way down to the bottom of these caves. But then at the bottom, you can just break it and gather it up and, use it for the next thing that you need to traverse, So I think it's going to be really important and a good block to have. And it's cheap. Once you find I've noticed it looking at, on Java Edition at least, because you got Spectator Mode in Java Edition, I've noticed that there's a lot more spider spawners now than there's used to be. At least I'm seeing a lot more of them. And of course, spider spawners are perfect for making scaffolding, the string, because you need the string. And scaffolding is really, really, if you get a good source of string, scaffolding is great to have. I mean, it's just an excellent block. It's cheap, and, it's disposable. You're not losing anything. Bamboo grows like crazy, so you can always have a lot of bamboo once you get a bamboo farm going. And if you get a string farm going, yeah, you're golden. And string farms are super easy to make. Just put some magma blocks up underneath there, and let the spiders fall down on the magma blocks. They'll die. Put a minecart underneath the magma blocks, and you're good to go. That's it. I mean, easy peasy. There is a outpost right there. And by the way, I checked this on Java, and it's pretty much the same. There are some slight differences, but by and large, from what I could tell, and the seed for this is in the description, by the way. From what I could tell, the Java edition is very, very similar to this. The mesa's a little bit different. It's laid out a little bit different. The desert's a little bit different. Some of the jungle's a little bit different. Yeah, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. It's just slight detail differences, but overall, the general. Oh, there's some bamboo right there. So yeah, you got some bamboo right there. All you need's one, because bamboo grows like crazy. In fact, there might be just a little bit of a bamboo patch over here as well. Am I seeing that right? I can't really tell. No, I guess not. Anyways, there is bamboo here though. So there's one of the drop downs that you can do. It's right next to spawn. So let me I should have turned off the day cycle, but I didn't. Let's head over in this direction because I want to show you. We'll kind of just do a quick overview here. There is I didn't notice that the first time through. There's a outpost right here too. Interesting. That's not the same one, right? No, or is it? Is that the one I was just looking at? It might be. I'm not sure. But there is a village over here. If I can find it again. There's a village here, and then there's a village over in the opposite direction, kind of in a plains biome. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now there was a village, and then there's this desert village here, and then right close to it somewhere is a desert temple. There it is. There's a desert temple right there. So they're like right next to each other. Now, if we can go over in this direction, I have my render distance up, so the frame rate's not going to be really great here. I'm sorry. Just so you could see it. Right over here is the warm forest, the warm ocean. Oh, there's another, I didn't see that the first time either. So we got another desert temple there. Now, is this a drop down? I saw it, but I didn't look at it too closely. Yeah, I think it is. Another drop down to the deep dark down there. Now, right here is the let me go down just a hair here. It might improve things just a bit. Here's your warm ocean here. Now, there are some ocean monuments. So you've got your warm ocean right here with all the coral and whatnot. There are some ocean monuments out here as well. Is that what they're called? The ocean, with the guardians and stuff. Yeah, there's some ocean monuments. They're kind of over in this direction, but they're a ways out. And let's see. I want to get over here. There's a huge Mooshroom Island. Actually, there's two of them over here as well. Kind of killing my frame rate. Sorry about that. But there's a Mooshroom Island here. Actually, there's two of them. There's two separate ones, and they're both relatively big. One's fairly big. Yeah, now I don't see any actual Mooshroom cows spawning, but in Bedrock Edition, the animals spawn all the time anyway, so there will eventually be some Mooshroom cows spawning here. But there's this island here, and then, well, actually, I guess technically there would be 3 islands here, because there's this one and this one. Yeah, it's little big Mooshroom Island. Archipelago, how do you say that? String of islands. And then over here on the other side is a nice cold area. You've got the cold ocean. Cold oceans are really, really useful because of all the different ice that you can get out of it. The packed ice, the blue ice especially. And then over here we've got, now I didn't see any igloos, but there might be some over here. See, we've got the ice spike forest there, or whatever that designation is now. I'm not even sure what they're calling it at the moment. But we've got the ice spike forest here, and we've got some little hills, and then there's like a bigger mountain here in the back. And then over in this direction is where I saw I'm not exactly sure where the location was. Over in here somewhere, I saw 2 different ocean monuments, but I don't remember exactly where they're at. I think is the village over here? I think there's a village over here. That might be it right there. Yeah, here's the other village. Yeah, the ocean monuments are over here somewhere. I just don't remember exactly where they're at. So yeah, we got another village here. I don't think either one of these villages, though, had a blacksmith in them. Yeah, neither one of them did, which was kind of disappointing. But, for your potatoes and your carrots and whatnot, this is definitely and it's not that far from spawn. I mean, we're only talking a couple, 1,500, couple thousand blocks. Yeah, I wish I could remember where those ocean monuments are. They're over here somewhere. I just can't remember exactly where they're at. I saw 2 different ones. It might be in a completely different part of the ocean. We do have some... Oh, here's one of them right here. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of hard to see. There's one of them. But there's another one. There's another one around here somewhere, too. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where it is. Was it over in this direction? I just don't remember. But I did see 2 of them as I was flying around, kind of looking the place over. Is this the meadows area? This might be the meadows here. There was a meadows area. The thing on Bedrock is you can't really check the we don't have F3 key, so you can't really check. Yeah, this is a meadows area here. Now, supposedly in the meadows, the trees have bees. The trees have bees. That sounds funny. So, yeah, that one does. That tree right there does. Are there any more? Supposedly all the trees in the meadows have beehives on them. So I wonder if you grew a tree, would it get a beehive? If you like bone mealed a tree, would it bone meal with a beehive? Now, see, these don't have them. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works, but at least one of them does. See, do the other ones have one? Supposedly, all the trees in a meadow is supposed to have beehives, or the majority of trees, or something. I don't really remember. Yeah, no, maybe that was changed. Maybe it started out that way, but they changed it. I'm not sure. Yeah. I saw a ruined portal. So there it is, on top of that mountain over there. Ruined portal. That's cool. Well, and then we got the dark oak forest over here. The seed just has a ton of stuff. Now, I poked around in the underground a little bit, and yeah, it's the typical 118 stuff. It's got the deep dark down there, and the crazy caves and that kind of stuff. So yeah. So nice. You start off in a nice little jungle. Now this over here is a sparse jungle. Oh, there's another ruined portal right there. This is. Oh no, not this one. This is a forest. Here it is over here. Is this it? I came across what they call the sparse jungle. No, this is like a forest too, I think. Although it is pretty sparse. I don't know what all the new different biomes are now. There's a bunch of new ones, and they've kind of switched them up and changed them up and stuff. I really like this little spot here, though. Check this out. Isn't this cool? Build your base on top up there. Give yourself a nice little way to go up. And I think, yeah, it's like a deep, does that go down? Yeah. Oh, that's one of those flooded ones, I think. Yeah, this is kind of a cool little situation here. A little bit of frozen right there, though. Yeah, a little bit of a frozen right there. This would be kind of cool, though, to build your base on. Got a dark oak forest on top of the hills here. This right here would be cool to build a base on. Let's go Does this go all the way through? It does. Check that out. That's cool. I do love the generation. I mean, the generation is undoubtedly amazing. Even in the underground, the generation is amazing. I just don't like the gameplay. I don't like the fact that a lot of this stuff isn't connected together. The traditional caves don't seem to be connected together. You know, back before the changes, you know, you could get in a cave system and it would go on for miles and miles, and you just don't have that anymore. And I think it's the gameplay has suffered because of it. But that's just my opinion, and I'm in the very small minority of that as well. Most everybody loves it, so that's good. That's good. So there you have it. Nice little seed, just a lot of different stuff going on here, all within really relatively close proximity to each other. I mean, I really haven't traveled more than a couple thousand blocks away from spawn in any real direction. So yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on here. So seed is in the description down below. Java or Bedrock edition, from what I can tell. So there you have it. Yeah, appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you next one. Bye-bye now.